All right, we're open for questions.
LeBron Palantunas, ESPN Brazil. Ty Lue was asked today if he felt you looked tired out there on the court, and he responded yes. So my question is, physically, how did you feel out there today?
I had my moments, but I think everybody at this point is tired, or worn down, or whatever the case may be. But still trying to make plays to help our team win, put us in position to win. And we had moments, we had an opportunity, but we didn't make enough plays.
Front right.
Bob Schwan, the Citizen. Ron, I asked Kevin if he could get a read on your team, and he wasn't sure. And ask you, did you have a feel that you could match their intensity tonight coming into this game?
Well, I think defensively we were, we held them to 36% shooting, and and I think turnovers was another thing as well. We had 15 turnovers for 15 points, but defensively we were in tune. We gave up 96 points, but we were in tune defensively. Offensively, we were just couldn't make. I mean, we couldn't make. We was 9 for 34 from the 3-point line. Missed 7 free throws. So you're not going to, obviously in the postseason, scoring 83 points, you're not going to win many games like that. But defensively, we gave ourselves a chance. We stuck in the game. Even in the fourth quarter, we made a run, cut it down to 11. At one point, he had 2 opportunities to cut it to single digits and missed, some really good looks. So, 2 3-pointers. So, we couldn't make. And if you don't make, it's going to come back to bite you, and it did that tonight.
Left side standing.
LeBron, Jacob Toby, CLNS Media. From your experiences, what's the hardest part about playing in an elimination game, and what do you guys need to do to make sure you come back to Boston for Game 7?
Well, we got to defend like we did tonight, and we got to make some shots, and that would definitely help. I think going back home, we have a comfort level, and a lot of our guys have a comfort level of being back home and playing off the fans and playing off our crowd, playing off that court, being more comfortable being back home for Game 6. So, we look forward to having an opportunity to force a Game 7. The game is it's up to us to see if we can, come back here for one more.
Joe.
LeBron, we've, of course, have talked about this a lot over the course of the year, but you're facing elimination again, and so people are going to ask and talk about, is this your last game in Cleveland? But beyond that, your final streak is now on the line. Do you go into that game now having to win to thinking about trying to protect that final streak at all?
No, not at all, because I've never went to any season saying, okay, let's, have a final streak. It's just always about just win every game and to put us up in a position to play for a championship. And I've been in championship mode since, probably 09. We weren't able to get there then, and obviously I made the move to Miami. I was able to go there 4 straight, and 3 straight here since I've been back here. So it just happens, because I've been able to play with some great players, play with some great teammates, coaching staffs that put us in a position to be able to go to the finals. And I've never, said, okay, this is my 3rd one, and let's try to make it to 4th. It's just the way the game has been played, and I've been able to be successful. So, we have another opportunity on Friday to be as good as we can be, play Cavs basketball on our home floor, and force a Game 7.
Left side, Steve.
Steve Bulpat, Boston Herald. LeBron, the home teams have played pretty well. The road teams have played not really well in this series. Does that do anything to your confidence looking ahead, knowing you'd have to win one here?
Well, you asking me, or that's my confidence?
Your confidence in your team.
Well, for me, I think I look forward to seeing us respond on Friday night. I know how well we've played at home, in this postseason. And that's the only thing I can worry about right now. I'm not worried about a Game 7. You have to worry about Game 6. And, you can't, put yourself in that moment until you take care of the present. And, we're going to have another opportunity tomorrow to watch some film, go over some things that we can do better, as we've done it after every game in the postseason, and see ways we can, be even better for Game 6.
Dave.
And ESPN, LeBron, what have you guys done as a team since the elimination game you faced in the first round against Indiana to now to better prepare yourselves to face this challenge?
No, I don't know. Nah, I have no idea. I mean, you get your coaching staff will give you, they prep you, they put you in position, and they feel like this is the best for us to be as good as we can be as a ball club, and then it's up to us to go out and execute it. So everybody's different. You know, I know how I prepare myself. I know how I prepare going to each and every game, no matter if it's an elimination or a 0-0 or whatever the case may be in a playoff game. So I can speak for myself and know where my mindset will be on just trying to help us, like I said, do every facet of the game to try to, extend the series. So, we'll see what happens.
Right side out.
Jared Weiss from The Athletic. LeBron, in the last couple of games, you seem to have a clear understanding of how they were going to switch on you in the pick and roll and how you wanted to pick that apart. They went big a lot more this game and mixed their coverages up a little differently. Did it make it less predictable?
No. I knew exactly what they were going to do tonight, and they switched it up a couple of times, with their defense as far as what they were doing with my pick and rolls or when I was either setting it or handling. But at this point, it's not even really about X's and O's. I've seen all the defenses that they can put out there, and so nothing was surprising.
Third row, left side. You with the mic.
Oliver
sir.
Iglesias, Phil Boxing Philippines. LeBron, you have faced all the other Celtics playoff teams. Would you say that this team is the toughest to date so far that you have faced?
I'll speak in the present, and I think they're a very well coached, well balanced, hungry team. They got a bunch of young guys that was drafted very high and drafted very high for a reason, because they can do multiple things. They can be aggressive offensively. They can defend. They can shoot. They can put the ball on the floor. They can make plays for themselves and for others. And so I can speak for this moment right now. I don't want to really talk about other previous teams I've played against. I've played against I've played against a championship Boston Celtics team before in 08 when they beat us in 7 games as well. So, but right now this is the present, and this team is really good. They're, like I said, they're well coached, they're well balanced, and we like the challenge.
Last two, Steve and then Jason.
LeBron, you mentioned the fatigue thing earlier, but were you under the weather at all in this game?
No, I'm fine. And I didn't mention the fatigue either.
Well,
One of you guys did. I'm fine.
Jason.
I know you have a way that you measure turnovers, if they're aggressive or bad turnovers. 7 the other night and 6 tonight. Where are you with that's an unusual high number for you. How many of them are unforced and how many of them can you live with?
I had 2 turnovers where I felt like they were just really bad. My first turnover, I saw something happening, and Marcus did a good job. Marcus Morris did a great job of reading it, threw it up ahead to Kev. He picked it off. My second turnover, I went baseline, lost my footing on Marcus Morris, another turnover. A couple of them, one in transition to Jeff Green, I thought I put it on his hands, and he kind of fumbled it. Wish I could have that one back. I maybe bounced past that one. Had a backdoor one to Swish. It hit his hands. I maybe should have not thrown that one. It was a little bit in traffic. Al Horford was right there, but it hit Swish hands. But maybe should have took that one back. I had a post up on Terry Rozier. They came in Peyton from the bottom side, and that means Peyton means they double from the baseline. Sorry, guys. And Jason Tatum got his hands on him. I had a guy wide open. I should have faked high and threw a low. And my last turnover was just very, very careless on Terry Rozier. We had a pick and roll. I got the switch, and I just lost it out of bounds on the other side of their, away from their basket. So that's my 6 turnovers. I think out of those 6, maybe 3 of them was just careless. I think the other 3 were attack turnovers, and I'm okay with that.
Thanks. Gonna wrap it up.